Time to earn your share of glory, knights.
Alright, so we got a sword and board guy back there, sword and board here, and then big dude. So I think what I'm going to have is Mordred coming in over here. We'll do a Sigma on the big dude. And we'll hit you with the sword.
Let me cut you to size.
Whoa, select him. I'll have you facing that way, so hopefully that's facing them. Then K. Oh, there's another guy here. It's crossbowman. Interesting. Crossbowman's going to be able to shoot me in the back. But I do have higher armor value, so I think that's going to be okay. Let's move K here. And whack you with that sword. So this is actually slightly different than I fought this battle the first time. I used K here because he could use cleave to hit both of those at the same time. I'd forgotten about the crossbowman though. Should have noticed because there is a red dot right there.
I can take them all.
Oh, you went for K. That's interesting.
I am ready.
Chop, chop! Oh, really? Now I'm going to take some damage.
I'm into.
Let's start with you. Finish him off. And move on over here. Take him out.
Time
Alright, Mordy.
to feed the ravens.
Let's do another stigma
Get the
on him.
wings.
Double tap. Okay, his armor's run out. He's down. And your armor has just run out as well. Ooh, one-shotted. Ouch! That looked painful!
Taste my blade.
Should have started with Stigma. I probably would have killed him. Well, if I couldn't, Kay definitely will.
To hell with you. Nothing left to kill. The battle is over, and you must make a choice, Mordred. This is merely the first in a chain of similar decisions that will eventually determine what kind of leader you will be. Tell me, what will happen to Camelot?
I have decided. This is my throne room now, and with my band of selected knights I will fulfill my destiny. I have been chosen by the Lady of the Lake as a protector of Camelot. I will not take this throne, but I will take the Round Table and take on this quest. So this is basically where we choose whether we want to be a good guy or a bad guy. But this does have like a morality compass, kind of like Pathfinder Kingmaker has, where it kind of moves depending on what choices you make. So if we take the evil choice, it will kind of move us one step towards evil. But you can always go back again, or towards, I think there's Christianity, old gods, lawful, and tyranny. So what do we think? Are we going to claim this throne for ourselves, because clearly Arthur is inept and not really capable of taking the throne for himself? Or are we going to save the throne for Arthur and let him take his place, once we've saved him by killing him, of course? I think that this is a good opportunity for a bit of a poll. And we'll make this a... I'm going to make this a 2-minute vote. let's start this as a way of kind of determining kind of which direction maybe we were thinking of going here. So get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. What shall we do? Catholic tyranny. Yeah, you can be Christian tyrant if you want to. Take the throne, cut out the middleman. It's the same in the other games. Old gods, Catholic, lawful, and tyrant. Aha. How old is this? Brand new. This is still in early access. Where's the poll? Should be right at the top of chat. Is old gods the druidic Gaelic gods? Yes. Well, Celtic probably. In fact, certainly Celtic. The Gaels were more Scotland and Ireland. The Celts were England. It's not there. Well, it is, because I'm getting a lot of votes. An awful lot of votes. Try refreshing. Still got another minute. This is incredibly tight. Like, incredibly, incredibly tight. I'm kind of laughing just at how many votes have been done here. Oh, no, it's back again. My gosh, this is ridiculous. Oh, this is going to be right down to the wire. I am so glad I made this a 2-minute vote, because this has been super interesting. Okay, bit of a rally there at the end. Bloody hell. Okay. So, so I want to say that right now we have 210 people watching. And we had 454 votes. More than double the number of votes as to viewers. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the breakdown. So, the throne is mine. Got 180,000 channel points were contributed to that vote, that choice. Whereas Leave It for Arthur had 199,000 channel points thrown in, and also 150 bits. So, yeah, that was an interesting one. Lil Thompson came out as the top contributor with 83,000 channel points. So thank you very much for that, Lil Thompson. And then Roaming Cricket came in with 100 bits. So actually multiple people put in the bits. Interesting. But the spending pretty much won this. And we're going to leave the throne for Arthur. I've been chosen by the Lady of the Lake as the protector of Camelot. I will not take this throne, but I'll make my round table and take on this quest. Gotta love rampant channel point corruption. Yeah, exactly. Oh, this was amazing. So, actually, talking of other rampant corruption things which are amazing, Spiffing Brit put up a video yesterday which was talking about how, like, you know, Spiffing Brit has the whole series. X is a completely balanced and unexploitable game, or whatever the actual series is called, I've forgotten in the heat of the moment. But he did one of those for YouTube and basically showed how you can completely exploit the YouTube voting system, the community tab polls, and it's exactly the same thing. Like, it reaches so many people that aren't like regularly subscribers to you. I tried it last night. Need some Yorkshire Gold tea. Yeah, exactly, General, so you saw it. I tried that myself and it's getting hundreds of votes. Like, usually a popular video of mine will get maybe 500 views a day, and that's like the most popular. On average I probably get about 150 to 200. That vote right now, as I reload this, so this is after 15 hours, it's got 376 votes. And bearing in mind that maybe only about 2% of people actually participate versus how many people saw that post, you kind of get an idea of just how ridiculous the reach on the community tab is. So I was kind of interested in that one. Anyway, we have been chosen by the lady, so we're going to go with this. Heroes that die are dead for good. Try to keep everyone alive. EVV, ooh, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Miracle, Mora Nihilist, Blue Tringus, thank you very much for the follows. And then X Classical Legacy wants me to drink some tea. Strange women lying in ponds is no basis for a system of government. Quite. Okay, so here we can see the characters that we brought with us on this mission. So we've got Sir Mordred and Sir Kay. Sindrian, thank you very much for the bits. Who was the fattest knight in Camelot? Circumference. Who was the bravest knight in Camelot? Surrounded. Surround. Okay, so I've heard the circumference one before. I've not heard the surrounded. That took me a minute. I was like, oh, okay, surrounded? I don't get it. And then read it out and just like... Yeah, that was good. That was good. So what else did we get? We got a Rune of Swiftness, which gives us one ability point, or one action point, sorry, on kills. We got the Sigil of the Lost Ones, which is +1 armor against the Lost. And we got a Rune of Swiftness, which is one action point on kills. We got a healing potion. We got the Sigil of the Unbleeding, which gives an immunity to bleeding. Gives a lot of health, 30 health and 6 armor. And you get 25% less damage from opportunity on Overwatch. So good for running around. Then a Scroll of Benediction. Regain 2 armor when drinking potions. Adjacent allies gain 1 armor, only for the defender. An Oath Stone. Interesting. This is different gear than I got in my test game. We also have 440 coins and 300 construction bits, materials. So Kay has joined the court. Every hero is a loyalty chart which represents their commitment to their leader, Sir Mordred. If Sir Mordred's alignment is similar to the hero's alignment, then the hero will receive bonuses. If not, the hero will suffer penalties. If Mordred becomes the very thing the hero stands against, it will leave your service forever. Your heroes receive 2 skill points each time they level up. You can spend your skill points on masteries that enhance your existing abilities or new passive skills. You can gain additional active skills by unlocking higher skill tiers. And then new main mission available over here in Kingstone. And then we have the morality chart. During your journey, you will have to make tough choices that will affect the outcome of the story and your allied hero's loyalty. Here you can see your previous morality event choices. Every choice you make will be represented on the morality chart. You can unlock morality abilities and heroes that are unique to that alignment. On the vertical axis, your alignment can go from being a rightful ruler to a reckless tyrant. On the horizontal, it can range from being a devout Christian to a follower of the old faith. The choice is yours. So we took 1 pip towards rightful because we chose to not immediately seize the throne. That's not to say that we can't later on humbly accept the throne when our followers deem it appropriate for us to do once Arthur has shown his true cowardice, traitorous, evil colours. And then we have the old faith, rightful, Christian, and then tyrant there, and then a whole bunch of different character unlocks. So for example, if we continue going towards rightful, we can get Sir Leodegrance. If we go towards Christian, then we can get the White Knight. If we go towards tyrant, we can get the Black Knight, for whom it is just a flesh wound. And if we go for the old gods, then we can get Bedivere. Bedivere, I believe, was the oldest of the knights. He was like the old advisor. "100% a follow-on to the old game, as I've seen all of this." Yeah. I thought it might be, because the lore definitely sounded familiar. I feel like Sir Mordred's trying to be scary in a childish way by putting spikes and everything and killing willy-nilly. I do kind of hope that his armor changes if he goes like full-on rightful. Because it looks a bit weird if he's going for this look and he's a rightful ruler. But we'll see if that's true. Okay, so here we can see vitality. So basically in battle, you will first take damage to your armor. Your armor is damage mitigation, but the damage mitigation it offers will also go down over time. You then have hit points. I don't know exactly what regenerates hit points. I think that's basically just like your condition. You can take hit point damage fairly safely without suffering wounds. Then you have vitality. Once your hit points are gone, you start losing vitality, and I think when you take vitality hits, you actually start suffering injuries, because there is an injuries screen. In fact, here you can see injuries. So how many physical injuries can be negated? How many curses can be negated? Is that the same for everyone? Oh no, Mordred can take curses, but Kay can't. Then the other thing you can see here is their class. So Mordred is a defender, and then Sir Kay is a champion. You can also see the loyalty. So at the moment, Kay is pretty indifferent, and Mordred obviously doesn't have it. Sir Mordred, nemesis to some, saviour to others, the true hero of this knightly tale. Then we can see our potions, so we have a healing potion on each of our characters. Then we have the Sigil of the Anvil, sigil for heavy armour, which is for defenders and champions only, gives 27 vitality. Sorry, hit points. 27 hit points, 5 armour points, and -1 action points. That's your movement. So both of these guys are in this heavy armor, and at that level it's the same. Now there is a bug where if I grabbed the armor and just replaced this, it would actually add them both together, even though you're only actually wearing one set of armor. So you've got to remove the armor and then bring in the new set. So we have 2 new sets here anyway. So both of these give a lot more health, and this one, Sigil of the Unbleeding, gives a ton of extra armor. So I think what I'm going to do here is give Sigil of the Unbleeding to Kay, because he doesn't have a shield. He also takes less damage from opportunity and overwatch attack, so he can move around a bit more freely with that, and then hopefully get into position to use his two-hander. So we'll give you that one. And then Kay over here, we'll deselect this, and we'll give you the Sigil of the Lost Ones, which gives you 5 extra health, 1 extra armor against the Lost. I don't know who the Lost are. This actually gives us less armor rating. Is that worth 5 hit points? Who are the Lost? I'm going to put it on because I don't know who the Lost are. New or old game? No. Still early access. Is this the game touted as a fancy XCOM? Doesn't seem to have percentage to hit or losses, but yes, it has a similar like movement and attack system to XCOM. Look out for the venomous serpents. Oh, that's good, Squire. I like that one. Brave, brave Sir Robin bravely ran away. The undead he just fought said he is part of the Lost. Ah, okay, cool. So yes, I imagine that's going to be most people. Then we have a Rune of Swiftness, which is for 2-handed weapons, and a Rune of Swiftness for 1-handed weapons. So if we take our 1-handed sword away, we can then do a bit of a comparison. So this does 3 to 8 damage, this does 6 to 8. It has 10... I don't know what that 10 is. What's that mean? Do we have anything else with the same icon? No. Not on you anyway. Nor on you. Armor penetration? Well, 25 armor penetration is a lot, considering armor is like 4. Chance to break blocks? Because right now I kind of feel like the Rune of Steel is better, just because the minimum damage is 6 as opposed to 3. Although this one does give you another ability point on a kill. I don't think it's damage to armor. Like 25? Maybe it's percentage? So they lose a quarter of their armor as opposed to 10% of their armor? we'll take the Rune of Swiftness on you. Then on K, we'll get rid of the Rune of Steel. And we'll grab the Rune of Swiftness as well on the two-hander. Oh, the Rune of Swiftness also does more minimum damage. Has less armor break, though. Does breaking mean the whole amount of armor is negated? No. So throughout battle, you will lose armor points. Armor reduces any damage taken, but your armor value is lowered by a percentage of the damage. Oh, I see. So this is probably saying what percentage of the damage. So 15% of the damage done by this sword will be armor damage. Whereas it will be 25% of the damage done by this sword. So he's going to be very good against armoured targets, whereas he's good against lightly armoured multiple targets. So if we come up against a single knight, then Mordred wants to take him down. If we come across a couple of little henchman guys, then Kay does. Okay, trinkets. Scroll of Benediction. This is for defenders only, so Mordred can use this. This will heal up for vitality. And will also allow you to... Oh no, it probably gives you 4 vitality. Regains 2 armor when drinking potions, and adjacent allies gain 1 armor. That sounds really good for a defender. We'll stick that on you. Yes, that did give you vitality. Okay, and then we have an extra potion, which I think I'm actually going to give to Kay. So you can have 2 of those. Now, we have skill points. And the way this works is you have the central skill, so for example, Strike. Unlocking new ones, so Armourer, for instance, costs you 2 skill points. Then you've got these ones which are adjacent to it, which are ways of like customizing those skills and just empowering them. Those each cost 1. So if we wanted to get this buff, which is 25% extra hit points from armor type items, then that would cost us both the skill points. I quite like that idea. I think that's going to be quite a strong choice for us. And we now have 55 hit points on Mordred. However, that has used all of our skill points. And then over here on K, we could unlock Damage Focus, gain 10% damage for every unspent action point from the previous turn. But considering K is in heavy armor, I don't necessarily think that going for Damage Focus is going to be the right choice. We could also try to give him Rage. So that's plus 10 stackable damage for 2 turns after every kill. Maybe. Or we could just empower his primary attack or his cleave attack. I think I'm just going to empower his strike. So we can take Strong Grip, which will give him plus 10 damage. Huzzah! In fact, they've actually slightly changed how this works. Oh, that's interesting. In the game I was playing yesterday, you could undo these. You can't anymore. But you do have the spinny wheel to say, are you sure? Tuna coming in with a 17-month Prime resubscription. Thank you so much for the ongoing support there, Tuna. Really do appreciate that. Love a bit of Arthurian lore. Yeah, so do I. Speaking of Tuna, if you are interested in Blood Bowl, then myself and a couple of friends, which includes Tin Tuna, have been doing a Blood Bowl League. And Tuna's been doing an after-action report for each of those games and then posting up commentary. And the latest game between my Towering Dwarves and the Demonsmith Ravagers, this is definitely Dwarves and Chaos Dwarves playing against each other. And if you're interested in that, you can go and check that out there. They are really well done. I would highly encourage you to go check that out. Like and subscribe, all the other good stuff. They're worth a watch. So go check it out. And that would be cool. Yeah, of course. I mean, you put a lot of effort into these things. It's worth, like, applauding that, because they are really well done. Sonic Fear and Poisander, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so what are we going to have K? Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Momentum to just increase the damage of the cleave. We could also give the cooldown reduction. We could have 30% extra damage in the center, or causes a bleed. Like Cleave with bleed, I think would also be potentially a good choice in the future. Alright, I think that is us done. So let's head on over to Kingstone. Among the ruins, the nearby Kingstone is plundered by a marauder knight. Kingstone, what a regal name for a mudhole. Anyway, the village belongs to the throne, and I must teach these brigands a harsh lesson about boundaries. Also, I'll need plenty of masons, woodcutters, and labourers to restore Camelot to its former glory. Free the village from marauding knights and put the remaining serfs to work in Camelot. So before we do that, we can actually go over here to take a look at Camelot itself. The once and future king's stronghold in Avalon, the mirror image of the glorious fortress in Britannia created by the powers that rule this mythical island. Only the most powerful knight of the Round Table can claim it. The blessings of the lady have protected the place for a long time, but now it lays in ruins. You need resources and workers to rebuild it as a seat of your future government. And then once we have that, I think we basically have a base from which to actually do other things. Alright, let's begin this. And see what's going on. Only costs 1 action point and can turn the tide of a battle. Potions. Cool. So in my test game I actually had to use a potion in that last battle. In this one I didn't.
I hear the noise of battle. Quick, let's spoil their fun.
Yes, let's. Oh, dead guy.
What's this?
I don't know, what is this? I would say this is more dead people. I see dead people.
What do we have here?
Money! We have money. Yep, that's not looking too healthy.